In Elsbeth Season 2, Carrie Preston's character experienced a horrific psychic prediction, and the conclusion of Judge Crawford's plotline seemed to have further verified that Tashoni may still be in danger. The appeal of the main Elsbeth cast is undoubtedly present, but the current season has been particularly strong in terms of guest actors. It will be difficult for Elsbeth Season 3 to surpass the standards set by major players like Nathan Lane, Vanessa Bayer, Matthew Broderick, Alyssa Milano, Ioan Grufford, and Mary-Louise Parker. Elsbeth may still feature additional appearances from The Good Wife, which could have a significant impact on the plot. However, some of the guest stars from this season have already had a long-lasting impact on Elsbeth Tashoni's character and plot. One of the most prominent instances is Michael Emerson, who plays the violent and highly influential Judge Milton Crawford on several occasions in Elsbeth Season 2. His plot is technically over. Elsbeth's psychic episode details, however, and how those information ultimately come to light, imply that Crawford's impact will endure. In I See, Murder, Tracy Ullman plays psychic Marilyn Gladwell, whose paranormal powers are the subject of conjecture for a large portion of the show. However, it appears that her sixth sense is real when she sees a blue station wagon linked to a case from Wagner's past. That is why it is so horrifying when she sees in the interrogation room that Elsbeth must be cautious of a malevolent figure wearing a dark robe, whom Marilyn associates with blood and water. Even though he doesn't appear in this episode, Judge Crawford's villainous behavior in Elsbeth appears to be referenced in Marilyn's vision. Up until then, he had only used professional threats against Tashoni, but Elsbeth was already aware that he was a dangerous man who might kill. There are sequences in his most recent episode where he appears to be on the verge of pushing Elsbeth down a set of stairs or onto a subway train. However, the way his story ends fits Marilyn's vision quite differently. Elsbeth may have had her harshest cold open to date in Crawford's final episode. It shows a young Milton Crawford, who is now in his 20s and a law student, getting into a yacht club's pool with Sherry Mitchell, a teenager, and Andy Mertens, who would later be murdered. When Sherry turns him down, Milton hits her in an attempt to get rid of Andy and have her for himself. When she punches him in the nose in response, he slams her head on the pool's edge and keeps her submerged until she drowns. Thank you for viewing, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.